Hey, it's Time Out with Michael. I'm so excited to be here. We have a wonderful show for you tonight, sometime.
Whenever you're listening. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It was kind of an emotional weekend for everybody, I think.
I think so.
For
yeah.
everything we have going on.
I feel so close to that. Yeah. Saturday being 9/11, it kind of hits everybody differently and everybody remembers. And it feels just like a somber day, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So. It's hard to get out of that and get away from that, but it happens. It comes. We don't want to ever forget about that.
Oh, nope, never. Anyway, it was a good weekend, I think. It was pretty low key for us, I think.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah. So Saturday morning, I volunteered at our local health fair. I did blood draws and flu shots.
Well, hold on, wait till everybody gets on.
Oh.
There's nobody on yet, so we'll kind of have to wait.
Well, okay.
We're not as cool as the other cats.
I know.
That have like
people aren't like, hey, they're on. Time to sit down. Pay attention.
Tonight's stream.
Like, here, let's cheers to Monday night.
Cheers to Monday night.
It seems like everybody we know was pretty busy over the weekend.
Yeah.
DCA, Disneyland, all the other stuff.
Hey, Juan. Hey, Kevin. How are you? Thanks for joining. Juan's over on YouTube and Kevin's on Facebook. I'm sure he'll jump on here, there, and everywhere.
Thanks so much for joining.
So anyway, we're gonna so what did you do this weekend? You had lots to do.
So hang on. Let me get the whining dog so he doesn't drive me crazy. So Saturday. Oh, hey, Carla and Kiko.
Hey, how are you, Carla and Kiko?
No, actually, this is after gym hair that makes it look like I got a haircut. This is still almost a month out since I chopped it all off. Yeah. So Saturday morning, I volunteered at our local health fair where I did blood draws and gave flu shots and that kind of stuff. Usually they'll do the blood draws and then you would go to an actual health fair where you get your results, and they have all kinds of vendors and booths and things for people to get all kinds of health information, and like they usually have a doctor panel and stuff. But because of lovely COVID, that has been canceled and people just get their results mailed to them.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then, what were you going to say what you did on Saturday?
I hung out. I watched a scary movie, Malignant, and I didn't watch it all because it was just dumb. And I was so disappointed because James Wan is the director and he has put out some really good stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is dumb. Moving on. So I moved past it. And then Sunday, I did some things around the house a little bit. Had the boys help me out with some stuff around the house. I just kind of low-key hung out, trying to be low-key because we're gearing up.
Juan says he has too much iron in his blood, and that is a real thing. Sometimes people who have too much iron in their blood have to actually give blood so that they can take some off and their body will regenerate it, and then that way they won't have as much iron.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a different thing.
So, and then we watched Carly and Kiko and all of those guys at DCA for the Oogie Boogie Bash Parade, and it looked so much awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. We're totally jealous of all you guys that get to do that every day.
And then Josh posted a video of the fireworks show in its entirety, and it was really cool.
And then I watched his Halloween Horror Nights, his walkthrough through all the haunted mazes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way cool. So I did the Lagoon Frightmares, and they are like they're like kiddie rides.
Hey, it's something though.
Yeah,
it's something.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Have to go check them out this year and see if they're any better.
Yeah, we'll go do that. And Frightmares started in Lagoon, our hometown park, about an hour away from us down in Farmington, Utah, and they do a Halloween scene down there, which is really cool. And Carla, I believe 2022 will get us out there. What is to Oogie Boogie Bash, and Halloween Horror Nights and Not So Scary Farm. So I think that's all in the plans. We want to come down to the Orange County Festival and do that.
Absolutely. I
for
think next
Labor
year
Day.
is going to be just all about trips to California.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
You know, as excited as I am to go to Florida, I just have this feeling deep down in my gut that we're just always going to love Disneyland and California Adventure a little bit better. So
Yes, you need to. Juan, I wish that I could come down to Fright Fest with you guys, but flights have skyrocketed and it's just really expensive and a little too close to Walt Disney World for me to maybe get
Carla,
down there. And it's during the day.
For you to come do Frightmares with us. Absolutely. That would be awesome. You guys would love it. You would love it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's like I said, it's an amusement park type of thing, kind of like their Great America Park. Probably even less.
I think
but
that they have a lot of the same rides as Knott's does. They're just called different things.
Yeah.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Although Knott's is done a little bit nicer and better.
Right. But you know what? Something that I noticed when we went this last weekend to Lagoon. By the way, I was going to vlog and do all of that. And my 11-year-old said, Dad, please don't do that. I want you to just enjoy the day with us. And so I put the vlogging stuff in the locker and just hung out with the boys and did all of that with them. So maybe next time I can get it going. I don't know. We'll see. But one thing that I was super impressed with was that all of the ride attendants were like, they got you in the ride and then they zip down the road just like you see them in Disneyland, and they were ready. You were ready to get going.
Yeah.
So I was super excited to see that they're kind of ramping those things up. So I did like that.
Yep. So do you want me to talk about what else I did on Saturday?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now a good time.
Yep. Sure.
So on Saturday afternoon, I went over to a friend's house. Her name is Lynn, and she has a YouTube channel. It's called Little Luxuries with Lynn, and she does what I call, and I don't know if this is the correct term, but she does unboxing. So she gets subscriptions from like Stitch Fix and Wantable and Ipsy and BarkBox and all kinds of things. And she opens them up and shows you what you get. And I love watching it because I think it's cool. It's kind of like you've gone shopping gratification when you didn't really buy anything. So she asked me to join her on an unboxing for a box called Short Story. And Short Story is a box that's geared toward petite women. I want to say she's like 4'11", maybe, and I'm 5'3". And one of my biggest complaints about finding clothes is finding something that actually fits me. Pants are too long, shirt sleeves are too long, things just don't fit right. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I ordered the box, and when I filled out the quiz, I tried not to be too picky, because they
come back on, Carla. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh, hey, yeah, have a nice dinner and we'll talk to you in a little bit. So anyway, because I am like super fussy and picky when it comes to clothes. Like, and it was so funny because in the colors, it asked me, what colors don't you like? And one of them was mustard yellow.
Now, had I not known that the child was home and that bathroom door closed on its own, that's freaky.
Did the door just close by itself?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, so anyway, like I was going to check that I didn't like that color. But I thought, no, just be bold, be different, break out of the box, try different things. So I did. And seriously, one of the shirts they sent me was that mustard yellow color. And I was like, oh, hell no. But I tried it on and it was a really cute shirt, but I hated the color on me. It made me feel so washed out and I didn't like it. But it was fun trying stuff on. It was fun. I actually ended up keeping a pair of jeans because it was like one of the best pair of pants I've ever tried on in my whole life. Anyway, it was fun. So if you like watching people unbox things and see what kind of things you get in different subscriptions. She also does like home decor stuff. And I think eventually she's going to start a Disney box, which would be super cool. So check out Little Luxuries with Lynn. I'll try to maybe hit a link in the description or something in a little bit. So Juan says, I put up my Halloween decor with black lights and all over the weekend. Michael suggested that we put our fall
I did, Juan.
decorations
I
up
was
over the
so
weekend.
ready.
And I was like, yeah, no, fall doesn't start until September 21st. So until then, it's officially still summer.
Yeah, it's not there yet, Juan. Still waiting for her to put that video up. That would be sweet.
Well, Juan, Lynn hasn't posted the video yet because so she doesn't edit her own videos. She sends it to a guy and he edits it and then sends it back. So it should be up sometime later this week. Well, scratch that rewind. I didn't just say that. Why would it matter?
Just move on. So anyway, yeah, check out Little Luxuries with Lynn, and Carrie's on there. She's got some really cool boxes to open up.
Now I feel like a giant a-hole.
Everybody can hear you.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
so anyway,
you told me, and now I feel like an a-hole. They can hear me say I feel like an a-hole. It doesn't matter.
Yes, we want to see some Disney boxes. Juan, I've suggested that Carrie do some unboxing with Disney boxes. We've talked about it. That'd be really fun.
I've thought about it, but then I don't want to like.
You're not stepping on her toes. It's okay.
I kind of feel like I might be.
No, there's 50 other million people that unbox. Silly.
I understand.
And you're just doing Disney boxes. She does all of them. Yours would be just Disney boxes.
Okay, we'll talk about that more later.
If I had a YouTube channel, I would hire an editor for sure. Yeah, it's tough work to do all the editing. I can tell you, I sit on the couch and edit for hours, trying to throw videos up in it. Sometimes it's really fun. Sometimes everything just is on point. Carrie did an unbagging with Margarita's bag,
which I loved,
and
everything.
I thought the coolest thing was,
any viewers subscribe to Margarita's bag, you need to subscribe to Margarita's
I'm on Josh's channel, and I got Becky interrupting me.
If you don't like it, then don't invite me to be with you.
I guess I can't. I want to finish my thought. You wait your turn.
But I don't ever get a turn
Carl.
unless I interrupt you.
Jeez, I'm just kidding. Ronnie's World, what's up? Hey, how are you? And Jonathan, how are you? It's been a minute, almost 6-7 months since we've been able to see Ronnie. She gave us a really we saw her at it's been longer than that.
Oh, that's right.
Because we went out to Knott's and Disney stuff, and she gave us that really cool bag. That was so awesome. Thank you so much, Ronnie. We appreciate that. So that was really cool. Now I've lost my train of thought.
We're talking about Margarita's bag.
Oh yeah, so they're editing magic. Go check out that video and give us a thumbs up and comment on it, what you think. My favorite part is like all the way to the end where Carrie's showing her shirt and she says, I'm going to go try this on for you. And seriously, just the way I was able to fade and move made it look like she just put the shirt on. It was really cool. You know, like those people that get the food and they're like, oh, I'm going to cut this onion, and they have the onion and then all of a sudden it's just cut and it's right in the bowl.
I know. That's a proud Papa moment.
That's how I felt. That's a cool editing moment. Other than that, it's, I don't know. It's hard to edit. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and trying to make sure that everything works. So what else? Well, we're just kind of waiting for some more people to jump on because I know that they said that they would be later to the show. We got the studio pretty much set in front of us.
It's a lot
how we want. It was a lot cluster. It was clusters, and me, I don't care for a lot of that when it's this particular thing.
I'm not
so
feeling as stressed out as I was before.
Yeah,
so this is better.
So there's still a little bit of work to do, but that's that's how it is. I got to get a couple. I'm going to get that stand that holds like we had before, that was in the middle. I'd like to have another screen like this here instead of this, but it is what it is for right now.
Eventually.
So we'll get there. We have a big TV that we can watch that's up here. But then it feels
weird to have me.
I feel like I'm looking up all the time, and my coworkers, when I'm in my office, they always ask me, why are you always looking up? And then they come to my office and then they see the big old TV on the wall and they're like, oh, that's why. I tried to do a camera that was on my TV, but then it just is so much. So we'll figure. I don't know. We'll play with some things. I don't really want to move it down because then that interrupts what I wanted for behind us.
It's fine.
That's all right. So I guess let's dive into what we were going to do. So, it's been 4 or 5 years since we started to go to Disneyland. It's been eight.
Been more than that.
But there was one year where I decided, you know what? We're 30 days out, and I'm going to talk about the last 30 years and do something really fun about the history of Disneyland every day. And I put that on my Facebook page. So that was the first thing I did for something like that. And I thought, well, that would be a really cool thing to do this again, but for Disney World. But because I've gone into I went from a podcast to a live thing, I thought, let's do a vlog. I know that, what did Josh do? He did Christmas vlog. What did he do?
I don't remember.
Thanksgiving vlog. He did something like, you guys have done, all of our YouTube friends have done something close or similar to that. And so I thought what would be really cool would be to do a vlog every day for the countdown of 30 days, which our 30 days starts on Wednesday. So 2 days away. We're 32 days, 4 hours and some odd minutes. But we are going to Vlogmas. There we go. So he did it for Vlogmas.
Okay, that's right.
So what I have composed is 30 days of the last 30 years. So it'll start on the 30 years away from us, which is 1991. So that's where we'll start with everything. And we'll do a little something on Disney World, Magic Kingdom, 1991.
Was that really 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dang, I'm getting old.
Mm-hmm. I mean, wait a minute. No, you're not. Oh, look at there. How you doing, midlife? Vlogmas.
Really old.
So yes, so we're gonna do a couple of them in the studio. We're gonna do a couple of them out in Wyoming, so you'll kind of get to see the lay of the land. Maybe I'll go do one up by the windmills.
That would be
I should do that, right, Josh? Should I do a windmill vlog on one of the days?
That would be fun.
That would be fun. We'll do some in the mountains. We'll do some by the waterfalls. They're called Provo Falls. We'll do some there. We'll try to.
No, we will. We'll get up there. It's time. The leaves are starting to
and the leaves are really starting to come down. Yeah. So that is
do a little video with the fall colors.
Yep. Juan was in 2nd grade in 1991.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Carrie was graduating.
No, I was 19 and
I
was 20 in 1990.
You had already graduated.
Yeah, like a while ago.
A year before.
2 years before.
Oh, 2 years before. And Josh is driving. Oh, maybe we'll do a vlog driving. That'd probably be bad. I have a holder, so yeah. I'm drinking my pumpkin beer, Juan, just so you know, because I'm trying to keep the Halloween spirit going. So
I'm still drinking vodka and ginger beer.
Yeah, vodka and ginger beer.
For the usual.
We don't have any. We don't have super chats yet. We're not that cool, so no one can.
No, we do not have that.
But that's midlife's thing. That's
hey,
I'm gonna leave that.
Carla and Kiko do it too. So what is the?
I want that to stay.
Saying? The greatest form of flattery is imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
It is, but those two can do that.
They can, yeah. Josh and Becky can keep the super chat shots.
Yeah. We'll.
I could not handle that.
We'll come up with something a little different.
I would be hurting for sure.
I gotta work in the morning.
Well, I kind of do.
Josh has always got the ability to schedule that around.
Tomorrow's kind of a fun day for me for work.
So what are you doing for work tomorrow?
We do not have any patients tomorrow. We don't have a doctor doing any surgical cases tomorrow. So as a little thank you present from our doctors for passing our accreditation survey for the surgical center, we get to go to Salt Lake and go play at Topgolf for a few hours tomorrow afternoon.
She gets to go golfing for work tomorrow.
I'm excited about it.
Lucky. So anyway, we're gonna do our 30 days of 30 years of Disney World. I'm not going to go into too much detail with a ton of things because there is a lot. I picked some of the highlights for Magic Kingdom. I picked some of the highlights for Epcot. I picked some of the highlights for MGM. And really, Animal Kingdom doesn't come into play till a little bit later. So we'll, that comes later in. So we'll add that as it makes its debut.
Something that Disney World and Carrie have in common is that we are both 50 this year.
So that's way cool.
I think it's super exciting. I can't wait.
Except for you're older.
Like by 2 weeks.
6 days.
Oh, 6 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's really incredible. And I can't wait to stand in front of the castle with the 50 and be like with my arms up in the air. Like, yes, we're 50 this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that.
It'll be fun. Kind of, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you a little bit more on our journey for Walt Disney World. If most of you know me, I like to plan a little bit when it comes to something like this. I do a lot of research. I try to talk to multiple people, and we started this, my brother and I started this last year.
Oh, yeah.
So it's started.
And just by the time we go on this trip, it will be just a little bit short of a year that we've started planning this.
Yeah. So we go through a lot of things. We look at the analytics, we look at the times, we look at the wait times, we look at the possibilities of, fast passes and how to do that, reservations.
You're a numbers guy.
Numbers are my thing. I love looking at numbers. I love looking at all of that stuff. And when you pay this amount of money to go to on a vacation, you want to maximize as much as you can without burning these guys out. Because for me, I would just go. And I learned my lesson the first year. So I've done.
You had you had 2 angry campers and 1 that wasn't so angry.
Yeah, when he was tired. But I've learned my lesson. So I've done a little bit more research on what and how and why and how you do these things. And so, we'll show you a little bit of what we've done and what goes into how we figure out why, how, and what of this whole trip. So the first thing I kind of want to show you guys is basically our plans and what we're going to be doing for Walt Disney World. This is the Walt Disney World app. Online, you can sign in and you can go into your My Experience, and they have quite a bit going on. 50th anniversary. It's October, so you have Halloween.
I'm so excited about that.
One of the best times to go. So
I just got like chilly bumps thinking about seeing all of the Halloween decorations. I love seeing it, and I can't wait to see the differences between Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. Because I love walking into Disneyland and seeing that giant winky Mickey pumpkin that you can take your picture in front of, and
it's super awesome.
I just love the fall colors and decorations.
So we arrive on Saturday morning, like at 5 in the morning. We're gonna take a red-eye flight on Friday, and so Saturday we're going to just kind of hang out. We're going to maybe take a drive to the ocean so we can say we've seen both oceans, Atlantic and Pacific. And maybe go get some food for our stay, which I'll show you a little bit about how we've decided and deciphered all of that. But our first day on Sunday is going to be in the Magic Kingdom Park. And
so,
again,
side note real quick. The surveyor that came to do our accreditation, it was from Florida. And she was saying that we needed to go to a grocery store called Publix.
Okay.
While we're down there.
Luke, remember that. I'll put that in our Google Doc. Publix?
Publix. is the
Okay, so
grocery
we'll
store.
remember that. Now, as I go through this planning in this daily itinerary, remember you have to make reservations to the parks. We have park hopper passes. We decided to get those after we really thought about things and had a lot of discussion with some people. Luke's family, extended family, went to Walt Disney World. My other brother went to Walt Disney World this year, and they said if they were going for the 50th anniversary, they would put up for park hopper passes, because the reason being is because it's going to be, I mean, they're going to try to hit park capacity. Now, park capacity is not like 100% yet, but still to be able to maximize your time there, you want to be able to get on all the major rides, and it still is quite a bit of a wait on some of these
But we
rides.
don't even know what that's going to look like yet, because
Right.
they're still waiting for that Genie program to come out.
Right, so
And
we'll
they
have
said
Genie
in
Plus
the
and
fall. So
Cope
I
and
guess-
Mellow. Thanks for joining.
Oh, hey, Cope and Mellow. Thank you so much for joining us.
So
So, side note, since Cope and Mellow just got here, I want to shout out their page for their amazing, super cool, awesome cigar box guitars. I always think I'm going to mess that up because it's like a tongue twister. So cool. I want to shout out it's Copeland cigar box guitars. Check those out. They are incredibly awesome. Can they see? Is it a split screen so they can see that and us?
Yeah.
And then, but wait, there's more. They also have Threads by Cope, which there's amazing t-shirts and sweatshirts and coffee mugs. So incredibly awesome. And then, but wait, there's more. They also have a YouTube channel called Ambient Storm, where you can hear super amazing like fire sound, like a crackling fire or a thunderstorm, or just like the river.
ocean, the river.
And
the
it's
waves.
just really neat. It's for like meditation, or if you can't sleep and you need some really awesome like white noise to fall asleep to, check them out. They're amazing. Okay, Michael, now you can go back to your Disney stuff.
Okay, back to it.
You shouldn't roll your eyes so hard
Side-
at me.
Side note, Carrie.
Hey, they deserve an amazing shout out
I
because
know they
have
do.
such super
I know
cool
they
stuff,
do. I'm just
and I
giving you a
didn't
hard
wanna
time.
forget.
Just giving you a hard time.
I'll give you a hard time.
Okay. So let's see. I'm not even really in the picture. Better come into the picture.
Whose fault is that? You're the one. Who set
I
up the
know.
camera.
So again, we're going to run down what our itinerary is and what we have, and then I'll go into our Google Sheet as to why we chose this, why we are going to go to the places that we are going to go to. Again, a lot of research goes into this, and I want to maximize my time and my family's time and friends' time while we're there. And I have to say, yes, Carrie is just like Becky, Josh.
That's why we
Absolutely,
vibe so well.
150%. So I just sit back and enjoy.
You better.
So anyway, I have to say that in 8 years of planning Disneyland, I don't think I've gone wrong as
No.
far as planning when, where, and how we should do our things.
I don't think you have either. It's just that first year we
The
went.
first year I pushed everybody, and we didn't really have, they didn't have Max Pass. They had Fast Pass, and you
Yeah.
had to go get Fast Passes at every single
Yeah.
ride queue or the
You pushed us
queues.
so hard by that last day. My feet hurt so bad. My legs were so tired, and I was so Disney
But
wasted.
In
that
my defense,
I was almost mad.
you were mad. I should show them the picture of
But
us
you-
by Snow White's
You
apple.
can't tell that I'm mad in that picture.
I know,
You
'cause
just know.
You smiled.
You just know that I was mad.
But in my defense, I didn't know if we would ever go back again, so I wanted to get as much as we could, and I'm super glad that my family has decided to love Disney like I loved Disney
it
before.
was just kind of
so-
incredible that year. We just fell in love with it.
Yes. So
All of us did. which
anyway,
is
like
so
I said,
cool.
I've tried to maximize the research and look at all of the just all the numbers. And again, in my business that I do, I run a division where numbers, analytics, time, and what you do is key. I mean, we have to make sure everything is there, right?
Right.
It's pretty bad. And if it doesn't go right, it throws everything off quite a bit. So yeah, anyway.
And Carrie's just over here saying, please, dear Jesus, give me strength.
So anyway, Sunday we have decided to go to Magic Kingdom and get there. Again, we have park hopper tickets. So if we decide that we've seen everything that we want to see there and we want to move somewhere else, we can. And everybody pretty much is doing that, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Again, park open to close. Here's the guests that have theirs. This is something super funny. I don't know if you noticed that, but it says
What?
Carrie's, and I can't change that. I just noticed it today.
That's great. I'll roll with it.
So anyway, that's kind of there.
That's funny.
One place
love
that
it.
one of our friends had mentioned, and even a family member had mentioned, they've been there.
They've been called worse.
I don't know, 15 or 20 times in the last 10 years. And they say that Liberty Tree Tavern dinner is one of the best. It's kind of a buffet type of restaurant, and they just keep bringing you food.
A buffet.
I'm okay with that. I like that. That's my kind of place. And they have kid-friendly stuff. So
I was so sad that we couldn't get a reservation in that one diner place.
And we'll talk about that on our blog. Yeah.
I know.
So that's it. I really wanted to do that one too. And it is the second most sought out reservation next to the
one in Animal Kingdom.
No, that one's third. The most sought after one is Be Our Guest.
Oh.
But that's a little bit different now because of COVID.
I thought the
and
one in Animal Kingdom was the most sought after.
As far as I've looked,
Reservation.
that's kind of how it is. They said that that's the one.
So I also have one of my friend coworkers. He's going there with his daughter and his grandkids like the week after we go. And he had no idea. Like his daughter's paying for his trip essentially. So he can be the babysitter while she's at the convention for her work. So I told him, hey, you need to download the app so you can figure out wait times, and you do all your food ordering over the app. And he said, also, you need to get online and make your reservations for if you want to do any dining, because they're pretty much sold out. He was on the phone today. At one point, he was on the phone for 2.5 hours.
It's pretty bad.
Now, wait a minute. So he's on the phone. He's got his little earbud in, and one of the nurses went up and went tap, tap, because she was just messing with him.
Oh, and it hung
and
it up?
hung up on him.
A lot of freaked out.
So, and
I would have stabbed her with a needle.
He's so mellow. He was just like, no big deal. I'll just call back. So then when he calls back, welcome to Disneyland Resort. Your wait time is going to be, oh, sorry. Scratch that. Rewind. Anyway, he's like, it's like, welcome to Disney World Resort reservations for dining. Your wait time is estimated to be 2.5 hours.
He was there.
He had already been at 2.5 hours. So by the time we actually left work, he was almost hitting another 2-hour mark. So he had another 30 minutes to go before he could even hit the ballpark of maybe actually speaking to a person to get any reservations anywhere.
It's hard. And Juan, that 1950s diner car thing is very sought after. You cannot get on there. It is like a 2-month wait. And here's the thing with Disney World, these people are so used to making reservations 30, 60, 90 days out, maybe not 90 days out, but they're 60 days out. They're so used to doing that they just know. And when I was told that, I was like, I started looking like as soon as our time was 60 days out, I literally started looking at things because they didn't know about the
park capacity going to be so crazy because there are no reservations.
No, I don't think so. Becky, I'm super glad you're on here. I got Becky Jr. over here on the stream.
Hey, I just figured that after like a couple weeks ago when we were on, you didn't let me get 2 words in edgewise. You're like, yeah, let's go on the live stream. And I just sat there and I was like,
I know.
So
It's
if
cool.
I want to say something, I'm just gonna
I don't know why
interrupt
you
and
have to
say what I
justify
wanna
yourself.
say.
I'm okay.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So anyway, it is hard to get reservations. If you see on the screen there, 8:10 reservation for Liberty Tree Tavern. That was the only time we could get a reservation that day, and it was 2 guests, 4 guests, 7 guests was it was 8 guests. That was
Wait a
the
minute.
closest I could get.
So we can't have dinner till 8 o'clock at night.
Correct. So
That's curvy.
it's kind of one of those things. Hopefully we can maximize that, and we'll see. We'll see
It'll
what
be
happens. It'll be all right.
I'm
And
not really so much worried about it. I'm just excited that we're going to be able to go and have the experience. So
Right.
it'll be fine.
and one thing that we have learned about our trips to Disney after the first couple years is we like to plan these things. We like to get a plan to go. This one's a little bit more extensive because it is such a big park. They're all spread out. They're not right next to each other.
That has me a little freaked out.
What we have learned is we want Disney to come to us. We're not going to go after Disney. We know what we
So
like.
You are the planner. You are the Google Doc guy. And I'm just like, let's just go. And I haven't even really looked at the Google Doc because it stresses me out too much.
Yeah, you should look at the Google
I
Doc.
don't want to look at it.
And you're going to see it. So
I just
we're going
have
to go
a
over
feeling you're just going to be, okay, here's where we're going. And I'm going to be chasing you. I'm going to
No.
be like,
No, it's going to be a lot
I'm
better.
hoping you wear a hat that I can recognize so I can see you walking so
I
far
will.
ahead of me.
I will. I got a hat like Josh coming.
You do?
hmm
Oh, that's exciting.
Finally decided to get one.
Well, it's about damn time. I've only been asking
So
you to get one for months.
Monday, we will be going to Disney Hollywood Studios. This is a big thing for us because we like the Tower of Terror. And then obviously
I'm so
we haven't
excited
been
for
able
that.
to hit Rise of the Resistance. So we are
I'm almost even more excited.
super
for that.
excited for that. Yeah. That's one thing that we've wanted to do. We're big Star Wars fans and geeks. What I'm super excited too about is that I wonder if they, in Magic Kingdom where Star Tours is at,
Yeah.
I wonder if you're able to go build the droid.
Like I don't know. That would be cool.
The daily
that was
droid.
Fun.
I might just zip over there as fast as I can and say, hey,
I think
can I
we
build the droid?
definitely need to check that out.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if we
was
can do
fun
that.
when we did that.
Now, the
Or
one
you
thing
did
that I've been looking at and talking with Luke about is that Disney Hollywood Studios doesn't have as many rides as I thought that they had. So it might be one of those times where we just really get to enjoy the park, and we might be doing something a little bit different, but we'll get to that. Okay.
Okay.
Tuesday is our Epcot day, and
So excited.
it's going to be we're kind of going to do our thing in the morning, and the park opens around 10. It does close at 10, but we're going to get in there and we're going to do the rides that we want to do. So we're going to do Test Track, we're going to do Soarin', we're going to do Frozen, we're going to do Ratatouille, we're going to do the Land, Welcome to the Land.
Really?
And see all of that.
Is that the one where they take you through and you get to see the vegetables they
Uh-huh.
grow there?
Yep.
That looks so boring.
It does look boring, but I just think that
Rachel's Adventures.
I think that it would be awesome to do that box I see
Ooh,
the box. Let me put
that
this up.
looks awesome.
Okay, so let's throw this up here. Hey Michael, did you want to be a part of a Get Creative box swap? It's not till next year. It's themed Star Wars, Marvel, Harry Potter, and Disney. If not, that's okay. Rachel, sign us up.
DM us
on that,
some
but that
more
would be sweet.
information.
That'd be awesome.
Would be awesome.
I love the box that you sent to me in the mail a while back. I've never had those flavors of Mountain Dew and love them. Okay, so
That's so cool.
hey Rachel, maybe I'll have to send you another one. So they
Ooh, he
have
just came out with the Voodoo.
So we have Voodoo, and it is Voodoo 3.0. So the first year they did Voodoo, it was a candy corn. And then
gross.
last year was Skittles, and then
That was
this year,
gross.
not going to tell you what it is. You have to
I
guess
don't like
it.
this year either, but
I love this year. I
I'm
love last
really-
year.
I'm not a big Mountain Dew fan. I'm not a big
Living with
soda
the Land.
drinker, so.
And then we came out with something called Thrashed Apple. It's different. But anyway, yeah, we'll have Jesse message us on Instagram. We'd love to jump in on that box. That'd be awesome. And maybe we'll
would
send
be
you another
fun.
care box to you. That'd be cool. Okay, so back to Epcot.
What time does the thing with all the friends start?
Well, I'm sure they're going to start probably right around 10, 11. They're going to do that. And yes, we're going to be with Midlife Vibes. We're going to be with Juanito. We're going to be with Carla and Kiko.
Josh and Becky, Midlife Vibes.
I did say Midlife Vibes.
Oh
my goodness.
Carla and Kiko.
Oh, I did say Carla and Kiko, and I said Juan too.
I know. I'm just like echoing what you said.
And I'm sure that we're going to see all of the Walt Disney people, VP Adventures, the Disney Baker. I'm sure we'll see Alpha Traveler. Kenny will be there. Cool. Gosh, who's the other one? Possibly Gonzo.
So I'm wondering if DDG and Joe are going to be there.
Oh yeah, DDG and Joe will be there. We probably won't see Brian's going to be there. We probably won't see Yaya's. They're going to be there the week after, I believe. Juan could tell us a little bit more about that. But we're going to go do Epcot. We're going to do those rides, get those rides done, and then we'll swing around. My brother has graciously said that he will help out with my boys.
Carla
if we were going to,
the boys could hang out with the
twinsies. Yep. Yeah. So one of the things that I'm super okay with is letting my boys go to Disneyland and DCA by themselves. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. They can do that all day long, and I'll just go do my thing because it's so close. We know about it.
And we're so familiar with the park.
But this is a little bit bigger park, and this is a little bit bigger place, and this is a little bit unfamiliar. So to be able to do the drinking around the world and the eating around the world for Epcot, we will probably start that, midday. And I don't know. I got to think about it as well, because again, the more I looked at MGM Studios, and it'll just have to depend. I don't, maybe we swing over and do Epcot and the rides later, and maybe just enjoy drinking around the world on Tuesday. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, but there's still a little bit of planning and some times to change some things, because within our stuff, and when you see the Google Doc, things have changed a little bit, and we've talked a little bit with some friends.
Because when we first started the Google Doc, life was a lot crazier. Then.
So we'll have to figure out what's going on there. So then again, we talked about Monday, we're going to Hollywood Studios, and then we're going to come back around on Wednesday to Hollywood Studios again, because we love Tower of Terror. We love Star Wars, and depending on how Rise of the Resistance goes, we might go there. But this is the one day I think that if we feel like we've done enough, we can go back and go somewhere else. So like Epcot, we could go there. We could possibly go to Animal Kingdom later at night. We could jump back over to Magic Kingdom. I don't know. We have a lot of options with our Park Hopper passes.
I'm excited about that.
It'll be super awesome. Thursday, we move into Disney's Animal Kingdom. And again, we thought we had a plan as to what we wanted to do there. But then again, still talking about some things. Again, I'm a numbers guy. I'm an analytics guy. And I still think that there's a couple things that have changed within there. So we might change our thought process, and you'll kind of see our Google Doc as to what we wanted to do. Thursday wraps up everything with Walt Disney World, and then Friday we will be doing Universal Studios. This is where it gets tricky, and
I'm seriously kind of bummed that we only have one day there.
Right? Maybe we'll miss the plane. I don't know. But
really?
Again, with what we're doing,
Josh says Carrie and I are going to the tequila bar.
Yes, you guys are.
Help me with that.
And remember, Michael, no tequila for Michael. That is the one place I want to enjoy everything about everything. And I might do one, but tequila does not agree with me, and I become a big jerk, and I just don't want to ruin anybody's time.
Into the angry Michael.
Yes. Yep. Very much. Hulk. I turn into the Hulk.
But
smash everything. Hulk, smash everything. It's really bad. And I've just learned that. That's, as I've grown up, I've learned that that's...
Wait.
Don't tell anybody.
You have not grown up.
Not yet. So Friday wraps up Universal Studios. We're doing both parks. It's going to be a stretch. But I think we're going to be able to do it. We have a pretty good plan there. Again, there's certain things we want to see, certain things that we don't want to see.
My biggest
And
concern
so-
is that they close the park early because of Halloween Horror Nights, the HHN.
Right.
And I'm worried that we won't get everything we want to get in time. But the way, I don't know, I'm just going to not stress about it. It just is what it is.
I think we'll be
have a
okay.
good time. And he kind of does turn green.
I do.
kinda does.
I do turn green. Okay, so I'm going to show you and share all this with you because it's not a secret. It's not like there's anything of a secret on this whole Google
no,
Doc, but I want you to show the.
It's just kind of fun to look at it.
I want to show you the real world of what it goes into to planning these trips.
And this is the part where Carrie tunes out because it just looks like overwhelming.
So I'm
information.
I'll go through a little bit of it and then let Carrie kind of say a few things so she can take a break and I can, because this is probably where it gets boring. Some of you guys that like numbers and stuff, maybe you'll do that. Yep.
Yes, this is Kylo.
There's Kylo.
He's our little Shorky.
So
He's a little a-hole.
basically what we did is we looked at a nonstop and a one-stop on Delta and American. They are some of the best airlines as far as comfort. It is a 4.5 hour flight from Salt Lake City. And I'm telling you right now, I've talked to a lot of people and I personally have flown on some other airlines. I don't want to do that. Carla's back. Hey, just in time, Carla, for all the numbers.
Carla, I hope you're not tired because you're going to get bored.
So anyway, Luke is in purple. I am in blue. And then we added Luke's extended family as well. Yeah, you're supposed to book a flight, Josh.
Oh, Josh.
So anyway, we have flights through Delta as well as Southwest and plenty of points. So we looked at some of those. As you can see, my flight's a little bit more expensive because I have to pay for 4 people and Luke has to pay for 2 people. His daughter's not quite 2. So next year, the prices go up for him. And then we just put in here when we've paid him so we know what's going on. Luke had a companion pass with Southwest, so he was going to wait until August 16th, but he pulled the trigger and went ahead and took care of things. As you can see, my brother, he doesn't fly out until Saturday at 6:05, which he'll get there a little bit later in the afternoon, 4.5 hour flight. And then we've broken down each ticket so you can kind of see how it computes to what's going on for your totals. My totals were a little bit more expensive. Again, he has a flight companion on Southwest. I wanted to fly on Delta because I had some points. So I used a little bit of points for that, but then that knocked it down. It was about $596. Now here's the crazy thing that really, really got me. In December, I think I said that the flights were like $218.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe we should get those. And I didn't jump on them. And then life came and look where they're at now. They were at $396 a piece. Well, $406, I guess, is what the total was with the return flight. So it's not too bad. Luke's extended family, Kevin, Inez, and Maddie, their flights were on JetBlue. So he flies in just about 30 minutes after us. So we'll pick him up, get the rental car, and do all of that.
Oh, they do? They get in early too?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
I didn't realize that.
Anyway, I'll skip the Connor and Miles trip. Those are our family members that went to Walt Disney World this year. They kind of gave us some ideas as to what to do. Bring your own water, single rider swap. They do a lot of that. My brother is awesome at single rider swap, the parent swap. He is so good at that. And I remember one time we went to, man, I'm trying to think of where did we go?
Thanks, Josh. Please rub that in. He's like, my flights were way cheaper.
Yeah, they are. It's a lot more expensive to fly out of Salt Lake.
I think it's cheaper to fly from Cali.
It honestly. Is. It sure is.
I think it kind of depends on the airport you fly out of.
Yeah.
Where are you guys flying out of, Josh? Are you guys flying out of John Wayne or LAX?
Long Beach or San Diego, Oakland.
San Diego. That's
I know. I'm just kidding.
Why would they go there?
So anyway, next was our hotel and shuttle. So my brother went and did a bunch of, I guess you could call it recon or
Rachel,
research.
You can have him for free.
and he came up with total costs, and he broke it down, cut in half, whether or not they had a shuttle, whether or not, or how far the property was. We didn't get that far because we came up with some other things, pros, cons, cheapest, farther away. It's a Disney property. We even looked at, so one of the companies that we use, and this is not a sponsor or a plug, but Getaway Today, is the place that we use quite a bit. And
LAX flights are way
super cheap, super cheap. Well, in fact, to fly into LAX is $79.
Wait a second. Are we really 35 miles away from the park?
I think that's wrong. I'm going to have to ask him.
I'm kind of sitting here trying not to have a mess.
Yeah, no, we're not 35 miles away. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's 15 miles away, if I remember correctly. Remember, because he was freaking out over 13 minutes to the park and 15 minutes to the park. I'm like, really? 2 minutes? Remember that whole argument?
I do, but
yeah. So I'll change that. See, we can change it in the Google Doc. How fun. So anyway, he did a bunch of stuff. He even went and reserved. He booked all of these just because everything was going on. Parking, free breakfast, things. We got parking was free with our timeshare that we booked. We actually booked our timeshare through here. It was actually a little bit cheaper than this, but because we drug our feet and didn't know if we were going to do a timeshare, we actually had to pay an extra $100, which is fine. Still way better. The cheapest one was Greenpoint at $900. No, sorry, Stay Bridges, but there were so many like red flags on Stay Bridges, so we weren't super excited about it. Extra charges, obviously an average Uber $10 to $20 from the airport to the hotel, and from the hotel to the parks was kind of that. And then obviously an airport minivan was $50 to our hotel, or from our airport to the hotel. So those were some of the things that we looked at. We looked at Airbnbs. Airbnbs are starting to become more popular than hotels just because it's kind of your own living space. It feels more like a living space. So we've looked at those. We've definitely stayed in quite a few of our own Airbnbs. Our neighbors have one, and we've used that in Moab before. Yeah, super awesome. It's really nice to be able to have that. But if you can see $800 to $900 for your Airbnbs, and those are, you know, Cane Island Resorts, Compass Bay, Luxury Regal. Those were the closest one. And again, he went through some of that. We also looked at cars as far as rather than into.
Thank you, Rachel. No, I'm not having massive anxiety anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So it was 11 miles.
That's not bad.
So we looked at cars because we're going to have such a big group. And as far as going back to the shut, you know, we're not right across the street from Disneyland like we normally are. So we have to get back to our hotel. So we decided, since they're not running shuttles right now, and we have checked with our specific place, Westgate, and they are still not running shuttles yet. Hopefully by the time we get there, they will. That would be awesome. But if not, it still is what it is. We've already booked our minivan because we want to do that. What were you asking me?
How long you were going to do this for? It's like almost 8.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how much.
We're not in an hour yet, so we're good.
Google Doc, you're going over.
I'm going to go through it. We're almost to the end, so we're good. Don't you worry.
I'm starting to get hangry.
She's hangry. So grab something if you'd like. This is the boring part, remember, for you?
I know.
So anyway, we looked at a minivan. Rental was $287, $31 a day for us to do that. Gas $100, and then parking $150 with what we have, which is nice because that I think that number's got to go down. I got to talk to Luke about it, but that's pretty much parking into the parks, I think. And we took away the hotel because that is free parking.
So if all three families are sharing the same rental car, are we all in the same park every day?
Yes, they are going to go. I'll get to that. You're jumping the gun.
Well, it's a good question. So
I'm almost there on the Google Doc.
Yeah.
Phew. Okay. So as we looked at, I mean, this has changed a little bit. It has moved in however you want to look at it. We looked at a 5-day base for Walt Disney World. We looked at a 4-day base. We looked at a 1-day 2-park, and then we looked at just a 2-day base park price. It was quite a bit more expensive to do 2 days in Universal rather than to do just 1 day. And park hop back and forth, again, it's going to be a little bit. Yes, it does include taxes and fees, Josh. And these were out of one of our good people. So we did Getaway Today. GetawayToday.com will match anybody's and or beat their prices. So we looked at, what did we look at? What was the one place that we looked at that Luke had us look at? Can you remember? I keep wanting to say Leapfrog and Senior Frogs, but that's not what it is. But we looked at a Florida-based company that had some really cool prices out of there. I can't think of it right off the bat. I should have remembered that. But they gave us these prices, and we went to Getaway Today, and they said that they would match these and or beat them. Now, I had a little bit of money put forth towards a Disneyland ticket that I bought for Carrie to go this year, and we just didn't know, so I used a little bit of that. I don't have Google Doc. I have handwritten notes that say go to Disney World. You are on this Google Doc, Josh. I've added you like 8 times. Just kidding. But you are on there, so if you ever want to, don't put anything weird in there because Luke will freak out. It's like his baby, I think. So anyway, yes, we did look at that, and Luke actually has his paid, but he has been so busy with the COVID stuff that, and he works for those guys that he hasn't been right on things to go put all the things that he's paid for. I'm a little bit more anal about that when it comes to those things. So anyway, totals as far as what our flights were, the Airbnb, which is actually should be changed to a timeshare, but that's fine. We're there. Our car rental split through the whole thing, park tickets, what we had, food. So our total trip was $5,731. That's what we came out with. That's what we paid. We still have, everything is paid for except for our food place. This has changed a little bit, just how we've gone through. We're saying that it's going to cost us, I'll jump over here real quick, $240 for total. We're saying about $30 to $60 per day for our food. So this is the first initial one Luke did, and he had that up like 60 to 90, and then he jumped up to this number. This is what it's going to cost, but I tried to break it down a little bit better for him as far as going to the grocery store. So we came up with that number and a little bit better on our cost for as far as what it would cost. So again, a family of 4 average going to Disney World this year in October is about $5,700. That does not include any of your merch, any extra stuff. We didn't really think about extra food, maybe a nicer hotel dining. McDonald's every day. Rachel, my boys would be so happy, and that's where we were able to knock down the cost of 60 to 90 to $30 to $60. So yes, we did think about that. But yes, we do use McDonald's. We will go to the grocery store and utilize that as far as food in the parks. One thing that we like to do, as we've gotten a little bit better as far as with money and stuff, I don't want to just go crazy and spend money like a crazy person, and I want to be able to enjoy it and not come home after my vacation and go, I need a second and third and fourth job just to get back up. So what we've decided to do as far as what's Josh, that's not part of that. That's a separate thing. We're not. Oh, Rachel, they have White Castle there. I'm so excited about that. I miss White Castle. Carrie's son lives in Georgia,
They were in Tennessee, and we got to go out there, and I just miss White Castle. Oh, that's so, I didn't even think about that. That will be late night runs, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, White Castle runs. Josh will have to come with me. You too, Juan. There's a whole story behind that. You guys will soon find out. So anyway, we decided that we would do one special breakfast, one special dinner, and then 2 to 3 special lunches. Now, when we talk about 2 or 3 special lunches, I put in there like the corn dog castle or the red wagon corn dog. And then we also need to do different things. You need to know, you do need to know the White Castle thing, Josh, or the drinking around the world price. I'll tell you whatever one you want to know. I do have that in my head. So anyway, we try to do one breakfast, we try to do one dinner, and then a couple different lunches, just depending on where we're at. That way we enjoy some of the nicer luxury things, but we also like to know that we don't have to spend a ton of money in there as long as you're driving. Yes, I'll be driving. Don't you worry. So again, what we did is, Carrie went to go get some food somewhere. I don't know. She might be back. She had to get a snack before dinner. One of the things that we did is we went in and went to about 13 different websites that showed us park capacity, park crowds, extended crowds, temperature. We even looked at temperature during the day. We looked at events going on during certain days. Drinking around the world. Josh, it's going to cost us right around $350 to do drinking around the world.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Like per person?
Per person.
What?
Yep. That's why we...
I think I'll just have water.
No, you won't. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'll just be drinking water that day.
You can be Harold and I'll be Kumar. Oh, I'm so excited that I have a buddy to do White Castle. Rachel
Who's
just told...
Harold and Kumar?
Moving on.
Rachel said what?
Rachel said they have a White Castle, and I'm so excited. Remember when we went to White Castle? No, we went to we didn't go to White Castle. It's something else in Tennessee, but it's darn close.
It wasn't very good.
Princess Keen or something.
No, it wasn't.
Call Justin, ask him what it is. Send him a text message. I can't remember what they're called. Dang it. So anyway,
I'm not drinking that much.
$350 each. Yes.
You
might not drink. You might not drink that much.
Not spending $350
in booze.
No.
And food.
No.
You'll be fine.
No.
We've spent way more than that.
No.
No, I'm not. What is it, Josh? What is it then? You tell me if you give me the number. I looked at every drink where we could go and what it's going to be. He thought it was 109. Oh, Carla said 198. Ooh, I think we're a little bit higher than 198 for drinks. Unless they give us some special thing. If it's $15 a drink times 13 countries, you're only getting one drink in one country.
Crystal
Palace. There we go.
No, it's
or
not
crystals.
Palace.
Crystals?
It's
just
Crystal.
Okay. So double that, Josh. I'm not going to say that you should double it, but you're going to have more than one drink in each country. I promise. Yeah. See, Becky says times 2 and then times 2 because you're not going to get just one drink.
Well, oh,
I mean, if we're going to do drinking around the world, we're going to do it right.
I gotta go rescue Kylo.
Go rescue Kylo. I'll continue with this.
You were talking about temperatures. I just had to put a sweater on because it's chilly.
It's a little bit chilly. First round. Yeah. First round. Exactly, Josh. No, I think, again, you're going to have a couple drinks in some other lands that you're going to have one, for me in Mexico for the tequila, I probably won't partake of too much of the tequila, but other places I'm definitely going to have multiple drinks in the land because there are a couple that I want to try because there are a couple signatures. Yes, Carla and Kiko are going, Rachel. And I'm not trying to get drunk, but I want to enjoy some of those drinks. And I know for me, I have a very high tolerance on drinking, and so I know I can handle some of those drinks. I'm good. Carrie's a cheap date. We're okay. So anyway, let's get back to over here. I got sidetracked a little bit. Back to the plan. Josh wanted to know what the numbers were for drinking around the world, so I told him 350. Gosh. And he said a little bit lower. They said 230 with tax, but again, yeah, you got 2 people drinking. So, and then you're going to have multiple drinks at other places. Yes, I will be that friend that says, let's have another drink. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. I'm okay with that. Anyway. Okay. So I know I have midlife vibes on here, but that's just because that's what they're doing. And I think most of the rest of everybody is doing in their little group because they will be there a couple days earlier than us. Yes, high tolerance, Becky, me and you will be hanging, and the rest of everybody will be pushing. Wait. Yep. That's right. So on Saturday, they're going to be in Hollywood Studios. And then, so basically I went and visited about 13, 14 different sites, talked to several people that are down there as to, hey, when's the best time to do this? When's the best time to go there? I did call a couple, I wouldn't say they were cast members. So I talked to, what's her face over here at Clark? Alicia. And I talked to my cousin who both worked in Disney World and asked them what their thoughts were. And they kind of gave me an idea of some things that were there. So a cumulative design in here. Magic Kingdom for us on Sunday is the best viable option to go to. The rest of them are either busy. The rest of them are not going to have things going on. So we thought this is the best time to go to certain places. So we picked the Magic Kingdom. And then we put on the bottom here, if you can see, Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom were our second pick to possibly go to. As you can see, Josh is in his group. They'll be at Animal Kingdom on Sunday.
I'm just along for the ride.
That's there.
I go where you say.
Monday, they said that Disney Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom were the best 2 parks to go to on Monday. So,
what is Character Warehouse?
Where?
Rachel said, where is Character Warehouse on these plans? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, what is Character Warehouse? Something I didn't research. See, glad we have Rachel on here. So Disney Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom was top notch. Josh and those guys will be in Magic Kingdom on Monday, and we will be in Disney Hollywood Studios. That was the green light for us to go there, so we decided we were going to go there. Magic Kingdom was second on the list, but we some of the research we did, we figured this is where we want to go to maximize our time. Tuesday, Epcot is not the place to be on at all on Tuesday. It is actually the worst one, but because we want to join our friends over in Epcot on Tuesday, we decided to go ahead and go there. Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, again, are the top 2 to go to there. Oh my God, basically a discount store from park prices. Oh, yeah, so we need to go visit that. Character Warehouse is a super, super cheap Disney merch, like ridiculously super cheap. So we're going to have to go visit that. That might be a Saturday thing.
Could be.
So we'll go do that on Saturday.
Depends on if I can function or not.
Oh, you'll be able to. Just get you a rock star. Okay. So Tuesday, that's kind of what we did. And then on Wednesday, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure and Epcot are actually the ones to go to. And we decided we were going to go back to Hollywood Studios on here. As you can see down here, it's in green. It is one of the best places to go to on a Wednesday. So we have decided we are going to go back to Hollywood Studios. Again, that could change depending on what's going on and how it's going on as far as what we got going on with our park hoppers. So Tuesday are for drinking. Tuesdays are for drinking and tacos and all of that stuff. Thursday.
Rachel, we're not seasoned Florida people, so thank you for sharing that with us. We're just kind of learning as we go with what's available in Florida. Like my friend at work that's going the week after us, Mark, he's going to a restaurant. It's called T-Rex. And basically it looks like, what?
She said, just a heads up, they do have a virtual queue. So put your name on the waiting list and they'll text you when you call when they're ready. Okay, good to know. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Yeah, like Mark is going to a restaurant called T-Rex, and it basically looks like a revamped Rainforest Cafe with a dinosaur theme. And he was asking me today, he's like, are you going to that? And I'm like, yeah, no.
Is that why you asked what we were doing?
Well, that, and he needs some, because we're really good Disneyland people.
Yeah.
He was hoping we could give him some suggestions for our Disney World. And I told him as we go, I'll let him know how the vibe is and what he can expect the following week.
Absolutely. Maybe I should blow that up a little bit more, huh? Let's do that. They can't see us anymore. That's okay. Just make it a little bit bigger because it seemed like when I'm looking there, it was small. So Thursday, Epcot and Animal Kingdom are the top ones to go to. Do not go to Disney Hollywood Studios, as it shows there in red. Universal Islands of Adventure is actually an okay one, but the Universal Studios Florida is not. And then over here, see, now I'm getting all crazy. Islands of Adventure is green, and so is regular. I was clicking on things, see how it's doing the cells. So we'll all be in Universal, so we'll get to see everybody on Tuesday and Friday. We'll probably, again, see them somewhere else, too. We'll get there, but again, a lot of research trying to go into what was the best, what was the worst as far as parks here, there, crowd index being high, medium, and low. And then Undercover Tourists, they're really good about that. Undercover Tourists is actually the place that we went to go look for our tickets. That's what I was trying to figure out.
I didn't realize that was a Florida-based thing.
They are that, and they've got really good prices. And they, again, like I said, Getaway today said that they will beat and match and or beat anybody's prices, guaranteed. And they've done us good for 8 years.
Yes, Juan. Michael is still on the Google
Okay, so let's move on. Food, we already talked about that. Okay, here's my last bit on this Google Doc, and then Carrie can finish. We can go have dinner, and everybody can get out. Remember, on Wednesday starts our vlogging of 30 days of 30 years of Walt Disney World. We'll give you a little bit of fun facts on what's going on, what happened in 1991 starting, and then moving through. I'll do a couple videos. Carrie's going to do a couple videos. We'll do a couple videos together, but it should be a lot of fun,
I hope people did not fall asleep during the Google
I hope
Doc.
not. Okay, so last one. Again, priority for us in Magic Kingdom. That's the first park we're going to go to.
Oh my God.
Priority is... No, I'm going to go through the parks real quick. It'll be fast, okay? Mine Train, Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Railroad, Splash Mountain. Those 5 parks, not in any particular order. Not in any particular order, because again, we have talked about it, that it's going to be a little bit different as we've talked, because we thought about Josh, we talked about this on your stream last Tuesday. We thought about the Mine Train, but maybe, yeah. But those are the five major rides that we want to hit in Magic Kingdom that are different than Disneyland. Okay, so the Mine Train is not in Disneyland. Space Mountain has 2 tracks. Haunted Mansion is a little bit different of a ride through. Big Thunder Railroad is definitely different. And Splash Mountain has a double... we'll talk about it in our stuff, okay? The rest of these...
Definitely check out the IG after, for
yep.
sure.
So these particular rides, they're the rest of them in there. We will probably do them, but they're not like what we want to do.
Doing Astro Orbiter.
That's fine.
Take it off.
We don't have to. It's, and again, no particular order as to what we're going to do, but these are what's there. We obviously want to go see Pirates. We obviously want to go see Peter Pan, Dumbo. I don't know, Country Bear. We'll see.
Fast forward.
Okay, fast forward. Okay. our next day is in Hollywood Studios. Of course, Rise of the Resistance is what we want to do first.
One.
First.
Number one.
We want to do that. That's number one.
You know, mostly when we do your thing, I roll with the flow.
Right.
I go with the flow, but I'm just going to speak up when I say that's my number one.
We haven't been on it, so we're super excited to be able to get on there. I sure hope we get on it. And if it's not number one, I guess we'll wait till number two.
We'll go to Disney.
Yeah, we'll go to Disneyland and do that. Slinky Dog is not anywhere in Disneyland. Neither is Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway. The Rock and Roller Coaster. Tower of Terror used to be there, so we want to jump on it again. Toy Story Mania is a little bit different. And then, of course, we want to go and do Smuggler's Run because we just are big Star Wars geeks. The rest of these things, I mean, we'll get to them if we can get to them. Again, not priority, but these ones are definitely priority. Animal Kingdom. Now, here's where this changes a little bit just when talking with Josh and those guys last week. I think we're going to move Kilimanjaro safaris to the top because we want to see the animals right away and not have them be asleep in the afternoon by the time we get to them with Avatar Flight of Passage, Cali River Rapids, and Expedition Everest.
That's the one I'm most excited about.
But same, I'm excited. The boy must be home, or he's messing around out there.
Upstairs.
Oh, okay.
They're just barking. I was dumb and left the front door open.
So the top 6, the rest of it, I could really, it's not huge.
Look, Juan's frustrated.
I'm almost there. Last but not least, Universal Studios.
I haven't looked at
Escape from Gringotts is the one that we really would like to be at. Hagrid's Motorbike Ride. We've heard the same thing about the Mine Train. Let's go to it maybe last, especially if we have front of the line passes, and Velocicoaster. Those top 3 rides are the ones we absolutely want to get on.
Velocicoaster is on there for sure.
Yeah. Super excited about that roller coaster. And then, of course, Revenge of the Mummy, Jurassic World, Riptide Roller Coaster, E.T., Men in Black, Despicable Me, and Transformers. The rest of it is kiddie rides and things we don't care about.
For suffering through Michael's
appreciate class
presentation.
Appreciate class. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of our thing. Again, I'm a big geek when it comes to all that. Sorry.
This is why I am just along for the ride. Michael's got the plan and I'm just going.
So anyway, if you guys, again, I look at a lot of things and try to make sure that I maximize my time, my family's time at the parks, and hopefully it will be just fun. No Jimmy Fallon, Rachel, we'll get to it, but it's not on our top ride list. It's not something we really want to do.
Is there a Jimmy Fallon ride?
Yeah, it's Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon.
Really? Where's that at?
Universal Studios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, Rachel, it is on the list to be able to do because it's not in Hollywood Universal Studios, but we're big
Rachel
roller coaster
seems to
people.
know a lot about this
She
stuff.
does, so we're going to have to really maybe pick her brain on some things, and that might change some things. But again, last but not least, and I did say it, we're really not last, but Disney will come to us. And this is just kind of an outline of how we kind of want to look at it and want to do it. And if it changes, it does. And we've learned that, again, just let Disney come to us. So
I really just want to make memories with our friends and our boys and just go have a great time.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Do you guys, if there's anything else you want to talk to us about, leave it in the comments.
Absolutely.
And we can certainly answer those questions after the stream. Please hit the thumbs up. And
Rachel, there's no such thing as watching too many live
streams. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it'd blow your mind if I said how many I watch, but anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I also want to shout out again. I did our little unboxing of short story box with Little Luxuries with Lynn. We'll be posting a link to that as soon as it's available. Also want to shout out Midlife Vibes, Carla and Kiko Adventures, Cope and Mellow, Ambient Storm, Threads by Cope. Oh, also, we want to give a shout out to A Part of Rose's World.
Yes. part of Rosa's world. If you haven't checked out her YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, love handle,
what are you talking about?
she's got so many things. Everybody has so many things. I'm just kidding.
I don't know what that is.
There's no love handle, I promise.
Why would you say that then?
I'm just being funny.
Funny.
Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. She's got a lot, and she does a really good job. She has some fairly fun things. She does her Dutch Brothers. She does her Target runs. And her son just had a birthday recently, and he has a, how would you describe what Hero has, Jerome?
He has muscular dystrophy.
Okay, so he has muscular dystrophy, and we support his cause, and we support that cause. And
Absolutely.
not that we really needed to win anything, but we were drawn for the drawing to win a couple little prizes. We got 2 or 3 cups.
Starbucks
We got
cups.
some, the really cool Starbucks
I got
cups.
A fun makeup bag.
A fun
Unless you
makeup
want
bag.
that.
I'm gonna take the makeup bag. I grab your love handles, Michael watch. That's fine. That's cool. And then we got a really fun mask from Becky, which is, I mean, we always love Becky's
Disney
masks.
princesses.
Disney princesses. It's a little too big for Carrie, so I'm probably going to be the one wearing it, and I have no problem with that.
Oh,
I
no,
love the
he sure
princesses.
doesn't.
I do that.
Carla, I don't even ask.
Uh,
He just throws random crap.
It's been a
out
long
there.
day, Carla. Long day. But yeah, thank you so much to Part of Rosa's World. Check out her YouTube channel. She does a lot of good things. She's an excellent mod.
Did I say to check out Carla and Kiko Adventures?
Yep. Check out
I'm
Carla
really
and Kiko's
tired, so
Carla and Kiko's Adventures,
I loved your
Midlife,
guys' stuff this weekend.
Rachel's
Carla. It was so
Adventures. She likes watching. Check out her stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to ours, YouTube,
good.
Instagram, Facebook. We're getting really, I mean, we've hit some really big milestones
I
on
need to go
Instagram.
close the door.
So I'm super excited
Yeah.
about that. YouTube, we're at 115 subscribers. Our next goal is 500. So we're going to hopefully climb up to that. And
4 years later.
hey, it might take that. But we're going to get there. No worries to get there. We're on
know.
Facebook as well. And we just enjoy your guys' time. We enjoy everybody coming on the stream and supporting us. That's all we want. We don't want the fake subscribers. We don't want the people that don't like our channel. So
Thank you so much for spending some time with us on
Yeah.
our Monday night.
So again, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button on your way out, comment on our stuff. And with that, this timeout is over.
Peace out.